An orphan baby lamb is in foster care tonight after surviving an attack that killed its mother. Animal protection officers were called to a rural property in Cedar near Nanaimo after a cougar mauled a flock of sheep. The little lamb was still in its mother's womb when she was attacked, but against all odds, the mother was able to give birth before succumbing to her injuries. Now the orphaned lamb needs a home. A-News reporter Steve Coulterman has the story.
Murphy is just 2 weeks old, but he's been through a lot. The tiny lamb was born to a dying mother who used her final moments to save her baby's life.
It would appear that the ewe was probably pregnant during the attack and then gave birth shortly after. Managed to, even with absolutely horrendous injuries to her, to her throat and neck area, managed to give birth to one live lamb, and it would even appear she attempted to nurse him.
Animal protection officer Julie Hitchcock recalls the scene of the attack, something she will never forget.
He was very, very hypothermic. He was dehydrated. He still had his umbilical cord attached. They had rushed him to a local veterinarian. So I didn't see Murphy when I first arrived. I did see his deceased twin on the property, and then, of course, was focused on dealing with his critically injured mother.
Despite their best efforts, Murphy's mom died, along with the rest of the flock. The SPCA says although the attack was extremely upsetting, what's even worse is that the owner of the sheep knew about it, but didn't bother calling for help. It was neighbors who phoned the SPCA.
The owner stated that he was aware that the animals had been attacked, but chose not to call a veterinarian or have the animals treated for their injuries.
It will be up to investigators to determine why the owner didn't call for help and whether charges will be recommended. For now, Hitchcock is focusing on Murphy. He is being nursed back to health in foster care and becoming stronger every day, but he needs a permanent home.
We are looking for a placement for him, a forever home, where he can potentially be with other sheep or goats and live out his life in a nice environment.
Little Murphy isn't going to stay little. He's expected to grow a whopping 200 pounds. So the SPCA wants to make sure he's sent to the right family on the right property who wants a long-term pet to love. Because after all he's been through in his short little life, Murphy needs it. In Cedar, Steve Coulterman, A-News.